What is up, my CrankGame crew? It's Ethan from CrankGameplays, and I just got home from what could possibly be the best weekend of my life. This past weekend, for those of you who don't know, I went to Indy Popcon, and it was absolutely insane and so crazy and so weird and so surreal, and I still don't even know how to process this past weekend. It was so crazy, and I don't know how to handle it. It was insane. So I knew already that I was gonna meet more people than I did last year. Last year, I met one single person at Indy Popcon. There was one person that recognized me, and this year, it was a very different story. So this year, I knew that I was gonna meet more people because a bunch of people had been tweeting me being like, hey Ethan, I can't wait for PopCon, I'm gonna say hi to you, blah, 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 blah. And so I already knew that I was gonna meet more people than I did last year. But in my mind, I was like, okay, maybe I'll meet like 20 people or 30 people or something, and that'll be great. Wow, was I wrong. Now that I'm back home and like telling people about the trip that I went on, because a bunch of my family is asking like, oh, how did the trip go? And a bunch of my friends and stuff, and just thinking back on it and telling them what happened, it's so weird. It's so fucking weird. So the first day, it was Thursday that I got there. I flew in, me and G met up, and we walked around, had some lunch, just hung out for a bit until everybody came to the convention, and then we all hung out. And then the first day of the convention was on Friday. And so we get up, we go get some breakfast, and then we go to the convention center. And we just walked the first day. It was weird because this convention was the first convention where I actually, like, had things scheduled, which was so odd. Like, I had to be places at certain times, and people were relying on me to be at these places to do these certain things, and it was very odd. It was like, huh, weird. This is not something that I've ever experienced before, but I really liked it a lot. I liked keeping busy because normally at conventions, I just kind of walk around and meet people and just hang out with people, but this time it was very like, okay, I have things that I actually have to do, and I really liked that a lot. I like keeping busy, and so like being busy even at a convention was really cool, and I really liked it, and it was a very new experience for me, and I really enjoyed it a lot. But anyway, the first day there wasn't a lot going on. I had one interview that I was going to, and then I had a meetup, which was awesome. So me, Brian, and G were all interviewed by two lovely ladies who ran a podcast called the Midnight Grab Bag Podcast. So it was really cool. We sat down with them, and we sat down for like an hour or so, and they just interviewed us and asked us questions about YouTube and how we got started and tips that we have for people and different things. And then we played a little game of like Never Have I Ever YouTube edition, and it was really cool. So I'm not sure where that's gonna be. I mean, it's gonna be on their channel, but again, bug me if it's not below. It hasn't been posted yet, so once it is posted, I'll let you guys know so you can check that out. But it was a lot of fun. Big thanks to those guys for having us on and interviewing us. It was a ton of fun, so thank you. So we did that interview, and it was great. It went really well. We had a lot of fun with that, and then we immediately went up to the meetup, and we went outside in front of the convention center, and there was a lot of people there. It was really, really cool. There was like 15 or 20 people, maybe even more, that came up and said hi to us. We were out there for about a half hour before we went to go get lunch, but we met up with people, took some pictures, signed some stuff, and just chatted, and it was really cool because it was just very laid back. We were just out there hanging out, and people would come by, and we'd talk to them for a minute, and we'd get pictures and stuff, and it was nice to just be able to, like, chat to people. So we just hung out, talked to you guys for a while, took some pictures and stuff, and hung out. And people came from, like, all over the place, and some people drove really, really long ways. There was this one girl, I remember she told me that she was only able to go to the convention for one day, so she drove like 14 hours or something like that, which is absolutely crazy. But it was really cool to see all of you guys and like learn more about you and like where are you from and what do you like to do and stuff like that. And then hear stories about like how you guys found the channel and stuff like that. It was really cool. I love meeting you guys so much. It's so much fun. But then after that, we went out to lunch, got some food, then we just hung out for the rest of the night until the very next day, which was Saturday. And Saturday was the big day. Saturday was the day that was the most busy, and Saturday was the day that I almost cried. So on Saturday, we had a meetup. We had a thing on the Let's Play stage where we played some video games. We had the panel, we had the signing. So the first thing, we got there and we went up on the Let's Play stage, which was just this little area where game developers were going up and showcasing their games, and people could stop by and check out their game and see it actually being played, and they would tell the audience about their game. And so the awesome studio, Happy Badger Studio, which is developing a game called Smugglecraft, you should go check it out. It's really, really fucking awesome. They are such cool people. They asked me, Brian, and G to come up on stage and play the game in front of the audience. And so we got up there, we played for like an hour, I think. And it was really cool because we had people from the audience come up and say hi and play the game with us, and it was really great. And it was so cool because it was one of the first times where, like, our channels were having an impact. Like, this makes it sound like we're pretentious assholes, but, like, a lot of the other game developers, they would go up on stage and they'd have an audience of, like, maybe 5 or 6 people show up. And so when we went up there, there was like 50 people in the crowd, and a lot of them were viewers. And it was really, really cool to see that, like, because we have an audience, it was so cool to be able to, like, share our audience with other people and, like, get people to come to this thing and check out these people's games. And there were so many people after that were like, oh, this game looks so cool, I'm gonna check it out because of you guys. And, like, that was just really cool, and it was so awesome. I bumped the camera, I'm sorry. It was so awesome to work with the game developers and to have that happen, and just, like, to get so many people over there to go and watch their cool game. I don't know, it was really awesome. So for those of you who showed up to that, thank you so much. It was so much fun playing games and just fucking around on stage and being idiots. After that was the signing time. So the signing, I was super nervous for. I didn't know what to expect at all. So there's a big signing stage with, like, a big black curtain behind it, which is the area that we were, like, hanging out in before the signing. And then we went out and we had a line, which was so weird. I didn't think that anyone was gonna show up, but we had these cool posters that McCory made, which I showed you guys earlier. So we had those posters, people came up, said hi, took pictures, and then we signed the posters, and it was really cool. We signed for like 40 or 45 minutes, which was so crazy. It was so cool. It was just like, oh, people are lining up and waiting all this time, and people were waiting, obviously, like, before we got there too, which was really cool. It's like people are taking time out of their day to wait in a line to come and meet us. Like, that was so insane. It was so cool. So to everyone who waited in line for however long you did, I didn't actually ask anyone how long they were waiting for. But thank you for coming out and saying hi and waiting in that line to see us. It's so cool. It's so awesome. So thank you guys. I still don't know how to process this. And then after that was the moment that was absolutely insane. I still don't even know how to process it, and I'm getting kind of emotional just thinking about it right now. So after the signing, we had our panel, and I originally thought, because based on, like, tweets and messages and stuff, I thought, okay, it seems like, obviously, we all share sort of a lot of viewers. Me, Brian, G, and Emily from MS Arcade, we all had the panel together. And so I was like, okay, we all share viewers, and I've been getting a lot of messages of people saying that they're gonna come to Indy Popcon. So I was like, okay, well, combined, maybe we'll have like 25 people show up. And I saw the panel room that we were having the panel in beforehand, and I was like, okay, there's a lot of chairs in here, so I think we're gonna fill up maybe like the first 2 or 3 rows. Like, I would be really happy if we could fill up like the first 3 rows, maybe. That would be cool. We walked by where the panel was happening, and there was a line to get into the fucking panel, and it was so crazy. And so we walk in, and it's already half full, and I was just blown away at that point. I was like, what the fuck? I wanted the first 3 rows to, like, be filled up, and now half of the room is already filled, like, 10 minutes before the panel starts. The panel starts, and people start coming into the room, and we filled up the entire room! We filled up the entire room! Ah! I was expecting 10 or 15 people, maybe 20 people to show up. On my flight home, I was looking over some footage from the panel, and I could see people's heads in the footage, obviously, and so it was a rough counting thing that I did. I was like, okay, how many rows across are the chairs and how many rows long are the chairs? Okay, there's that and there's that, math stuff. And so I counted how many empty chairs there were, roughly. It is a rough estimate. If my calculations were correct, there was over 150 people at our panel. Ah! It's so crazy! I still don't even know how to process that. I was expecting 10 or 15 people to show up, and over 150 people showed up to the panel to see us talk and be idiots on stage, and it was so crazy. It was absolutely insane, and like, seeing the crowd in front of us was such a weird and like crazy thing. It was like, because of our stupid videos, all of these people showed up to watch us do what we like to do, to watch us talk and ask us questions, and it was so amazing. And it was so weird because while we were up on stage, we were like goofing around and being silly and stuff, but it was weird because the audience responded, because whenever one of us did something stupid, the audience would just erupt with laughter, and it was 150 people laughing, and it was like, what the hell, this is so weird, ah! And so it was just such a surreal moment. It was so crazy to see that amount of people come out to something, and I don't know how. All I can say is thank you for everyone who showed up. Thank you so much. It was such a crazy thing, and afterwards, Brian and I were talking about it and just freaking out to each other. We were like, what the fuck just happened? We filled up an entire room full of people, and like, it was so insane. It was so cool. So thank you guys so much. And the panel was filmed, so that will be posted sometime later this week, so you guys can watch it. And I really want to watch it too, because I haven't seen it yet. So I just want to see like how dumb we were up on stage. But it was so fun, and it was such a new experience because none of us had ever experienced anything like that before. None of us had ever been up on stage and had all these people in a crowd wanting to see us and wanting to hear what we had to say and wanted to ask us questions. And it was so amazing and such a unique experience, and one that I will never ever forget, because this was our first panel. This is our first panel, and the first time that we had a real signing, and the first time so many firsts came this weekend. And it was, it's something that I will never ever forget. It was so special. So special, and it was just like, wow. Wow. All I can say is thank you. All I can say is thank you. And so after the panel, we decided, we were like, hey guys, thank you so much for coming to the panel. We are gonna do a little meetup outside of this panel room, because there was like a little open area out by where the room was. And so we were like, we're gonna go over there and just like hang out for a bit and say hi, and we can get pictures with you guys and stuff and talk for a bit. And so yeah, we'll see you there. And so we walked outside, and people came out and started lining up, and we had to move them because we were blocking exits, and we were like, what is it? There are too many people over here. We can't fit all of these people over here, and we're blocking a bunch of doors. We have to move. Like, there were too many people, so we had to move them. What the fuck? Ah! It was so weird. And so we had people line up, and it was just so surreal seeing a line of people waiting to say hi to us and getting to talk to us and take pictures and stuff. It was such a weird experience, and it was so cool. It was so fucking cool. And that really affected me a lot, because it was like, wow, these people really love our videos, and they love what we do, and we're seriously affecting them. And like, there was a girl that came out of the panel, and she saw me, and she came up to me and gave me a hug and started crying, because it was just like, you're crying. She was crying because the channel had affected her so much, and she was so excited to meet me. And it was like, what the hell? I just make dumb videos on the internet. And it was just so special. It was so amazing seeing how much our videos mean to you guys. So I cannot do anything except for thank you so much for being here. For those of you who are at Indy Popcon or not at Indy Popcon, thank you so much for being here and being a part of this and giving us a chance, and just thank you for watching our videos every day and supporting us. It was so special, and like, it was just so cool. It was so cool. And I cannot thank you guys enough. It was just so amazing seeing so many people in one place. So many people that support us, and getting to say thank you to you guys in person. And you guys telling us your stories and how our videos have affected you in person was so special, because we get letters a lot of people saying like, I stopped cutting because of you, or I didn't kill myself because of you. And those messages are extremely special to get. Extremely special. But hearing that in person, seeing the look on someone's face while they thank you because you literally helped them was incredible. Seeing that girl cry in front of me because my videos helped her was so incredible to see. And like, I'm still having a hard time processing it. It was amazing. All I can do is thank you. Thank you so much. For those of you who came to Indy Popcon, thank you so much for being there and taking time out of your day and taking time out of the convention to come and say hi to us. And for those of you who weren't at Indy Popcon and still watch the channel every day, thank you. Like, you have no idea how thankful I am for each and every one of you. And on top of that, this reminds me, while we were at Indy Popcon, we passed 4,000 subscribers. 4,000! That's incredible. Thank you guys so much for being here. And I'm so excited and so inspired and motivated because of this weekend. It just lit a flame inside of me. Like, I just want to work so hard now because it was just so inspiring and so crazy seeing so many people, and I am just so ready to just work harder than ever and just make things. I just want to make things, and I just want to do you guys right, and I want to be here for you every single day, and I am just so excited. I am so excited, and it was so special, and so much happened that I still don't know how to deal with. So thank you guys so much. For those of you who came out to PopCon, thank you guys so much for 4,000 subscribers, and thank you to all of my friends. It was so awesome, again, to be in a place where there's so many like-minded people, so many people in the YouTube community, and I had so many great, inspiring talks with people. I had a really great talk with Wade, Tyler, and Brian, and we were just talking about YouTube and talking about like how viewers have affected us and how we in return have affected them, and it was such an inspiring like talk. It was just like, wow, it was really great. And so I had a lot of really great talks with different people. So to all of my friends, thank you guys so much, because you guys have made me want to work even harder too. It's like, wow, there's so many like-minded people around here who are all creating things, and there's just so many people around here that just like to do the same thing. And that's so cool going to conventions, because I live in a very small town, and like there are no other YouTubers here, and like no other people that I know that make videos. And so going to a convention and seeing just a bunch of people that love to do the same thing that you do is so inspiring and just makes you want to work hard. So thank you to all of my friends so much. I love you guys so much, and it was so great hanging out with all of you and seeing all of you again. And to everyone who I saw over the weekend, thank you so much. And the fucking crazy thing is, we didn't even see everyone. I've been getting tweets of people being like, oh, I wasn't able to come to the panel or the signing, or I didn't see you over the weekend, but next year, it was just like, what? How did we not get to everyone? There were so many people. It was crazy. It was so crazy. So thank you guys so much. I'm gonna end this video here. I just can't thank you all enough, and I cannot wait for the next convention to see you all again. It was so great, but I'm so ready to just get back into making videos and get working again. I'm so excited. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you liked this video. If you did, make sure to slap that like button right in the face. And I will see you guys in the next video. Love you all. Stay cranky. Bye. Eat some food because our dude is getting real hungry. I wish that we could ooh, game over. Another month without paying bills. I was broke. My story didn't go like that. I'm sorry, but this game is over. You should start your current house again. What? What? We failed? No! So we got to the panel, and this is us. Hey. We got to the panel, and there's no one here. You were supposed to be silent. You ruined the joke! You ruined the joke! What is this? This is really weird. We're gonna get on with the panel, but say hi to the vlog. This is amazing. I'm gonna cry.